Hey guys, welcome back to Bows Fan TV, and today we're going to be doing the match preview for our game against Waterford tomorrow at Dalymount Park. Brilliant win on Monday night against Dundalk, 5-1. It's one that I certainly wasn't expecting. I was sitting here during the match preview thinking that if you could get a draw, maybe it's a decent result. But didn't expect us to be scoring 5 goals and winning the game so comfortably, but we did, and I'm not going to complain. But uh, yeah, going into this one, it's very difficult. Actually, no, before we get into that, we're gonna touch on the Dundalk game a little bit. It's a great win. I have to talk about it. You know, going into the game, obviously, I wasn't really confident. I was confident that we could maybe sneak a 1-0 or 2-1 or something. Because Dundalk, as I mentioned, are kind, they're inconsistent on their day, but we just turned up and demolished them really. We were 2-0 up within 10 minutes, couldn't believe it. Georgie Kelly, what a man. Never doubted him. Um, never doubted him. Always knew he was gonna be a good player. But yeah, he came up and he got himself a hat trick and he scored a goal within I think 6 minutes or something. Great work from Burke down the left, gave it to Tierney who passed it across to Georgie Kelly, and he put into the back of the net and we went 1-0 up early on in the game. Then we got a free kick, and we know how good Wilson can be from free kicks, and he's come close and over the last few weeks. I remember he hit the crossbar from a free kick against Pats, um, that Waterford game. Where he nearly scored, but Cornwall putting the tap in. But I think I knew he was going to score. I just had a feeling he was going to put this one away, and he did. And we went 2-0 up within 10 minutes, and it's amazing, really. Then we went into the second half, 2-0 up. Just try to hold on, try to get another couple if we can. Then we got the third goal. Liam Burr with a good run. Kenny was in acres of space and he passed it into him and he put away the finish, put it away. And he made it 3-0. Which is mental. Then we went down to 10 men. Quite harsh to be honest. Wilson, I know it was the second yellow, but still, he barely touched him. To be honest, yeah, if you look back at it. And yeah, it was a second yellow when we were down to 10 men. But I think at that stage it was kind of game over. I didn't really see it not getting back into it. Then we scored our fourth. Levinson won a free kick. I'm not quite sure who put the ball into the box, but Kelly headed it in and completed his hat trick and made it 4-0. And you're thinking, wow, we just scored 4 goals against Dundalk. That hasn't happened in ages. No matter how bad Dundalk have been over the last few months. I don't think it's been a while since the team's put 4 past them. I think Rovers done it last season. But then they got a goal 4-1 through Greg Slugger. Great goal to be fair, from about 25, 30 yards out. Talbot had no chance. Good strike. And then we made a 5-1. Promise Share came on the pitch and he got himself a goal. And yeah, 5-1 win. Couldn't ask for any better. As I mentioned, I don't think the team has ever, it's been a while since the team has scored 5 against Dundalk. I'd like to know when the last team to do that was. But going into this one, starting Waterford, they haven't been very good recently. I believe they've lost 6 games in a row. I know Mark Burchan was coming in as their new manager. You'd expect a bounce. Hopefully it doesn't come here against us. But they ended up getting beat by Finn Harps 2-1. I think that was Burchan's first game. They went 1-0 up, and then Harps got a couple of goals within the final like 20 minutes or so, and they lost the game. Waterford have been a weird side this season. Under Sheedy, they were a bit of a mess. They were putting out substitutes for some reason. I don't know if Sheedy was in some sort of protest of the level of officiating or something like that. I don't know, that was a bit mental, but um, then I don't know if he was sacked or he just left himself, but him and Newell are gone, and they brought in Mark Burcham, who I think was at QPR. I think he does some coaching there. Don't really know a lot about him, but he seems to be a decent enough manager. He could come in and bring fresh ideas into Waterford and could make them a good side. But I can't help but think they'll be in the bottom two this year, whether they'll be bottom or in a playoff spot. I don't know, I just can't see them getting out of it after how they started the season. Um, as for us, we're starting to get into some form now. You know, although we lost to Pats the other week, it was still a good performance. We probably deserved something from the game overall, but we just didn't get it. And then the Dundalk performance, speaks for itself. It was a great performance, a great win, and the players will be looking to continue that now going into this one against Waterford. Um, I think there's a few players missing. Wilson's obviously suspended. I think just for one game, obviously second yellow. Lyons and Devoy, I'd say, are away with the under 21s. I've seen the video there of them arriving in Spain, so I presume they're going to be there considering they were called up. So that's a bit of a shame. They've been doing well recently. But um, I've heard that Stephen Mallon could be back for this game, which would be good if he is. We haven't seen him yet this season. He's doing well at Derry last season. Uh, you know, right now he probably doesn't get into the side. Obviously, he's going to take time for him to recover fully, get back to full fitness. But Bird's been doing well. Ali Coot's been doing well. I don't see why he can break into the team when both of them have done well recently. But yeah, it'd be great to see Stephen back. And I'm hoping Bastion here he plays, especially with no Dawson the boy. Unless Keith Long wants to go with Connor Levingston again. Levingston was decent against Dundalk, but I'd love to see Harry play. Just want to see what he can do, see what he has to offer. He was meant to be like our marquee kind of signing, but then he's only made one substitute appearance, and that's it. I know he was injured for a few weeks there, but I just want to see him play, see what he can do. Yeah, he's obviously on a big wage, well, allegedly anyway. And he's a smashing player. He was brilliant at Waterford there a couple of seasons ago. You just want to see what he can offer. But yeah, as for a score prediction, I'm gonna go for a 2-0 win. I feel like we should be winning this. Um, especially with Waterford being quite poor this season. Um, but I don't know. Just don't think we can really afford to kind of switch off. Just at times, we have this season, especially defensively, giving away stupid goals from corners and shit like that. But listen, for the team, I'd say I'd put Talbot in goal. Obviously, no real sort of argument there. Right back, I think Andy Lloyd's is away with the under 21s, so it's difficult. You'd probably have to stick Rory Feely there. I know he played really well at centre back against Dundalk, but there's no one else really, is there? So he'd probably have to slide in at right back. Two centre backs go with Cornwall and Finnerty. Whether we don't know if either of them are either even fit or not. I think Finnerty had a hand injury, and I think Cornwall obviously pulls up like he usually does, really. Um, yeah, I think he missed the Waterford game. I presume they'll both be back. I'm just hoping that they are, but if they're not, then we don't know who's going to play, especially if Andy Lyons. When he's away with the under 21. So um, left back Anto Breslin, obviously no Wilson, so it's going to have to be Breslin. Yeah, no arguments there. No other left back really. Into the midfield, I'm gonna bring Bucko back in. I think he had a dead leg or something like that. For the Dundalk game, so I presume he'll be back for this one. And yeah, it's important that he plays. He's the captain. He's the work workhorse and that kind of in the midfield. And yeah, it's important that he plays. And then the other two, I'm gonna go with Heary, and then Ross Tierney. I'd love to see Heary play. Really, I don't know. But I'd play him, and obviously Tierney will play. He's been brilliant so far this season. Then front three explains itself. Burke, Kelly, and Coote. Burke's been brilliant recently. He's really starting to come into his own. He's really starting to, uh, you know, get used to the league. Find his role in the side, and he's shown real quality lately. Georgie Kelly, hat trick last week, has to play. Um, hopefully this is this is a turning point for Georgie where he can start scoring goals more consistently, start taking more chances when they come to him. And Ali Kilt will play on the right, obviously done well recently. He's kind of interchanged from the middle to the right. We've seen it in some games recently where he's been in the middle and he's been on the right, so it's kind of hard for players to pick him up and mark him. So yeah, that's the team I would play against Waterford. Let us know in the comments what team you would play. So yeah, as I said, 2-0 I think it'll be. I think it should win. Um, but you never know. There's no easy games in this league. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think heading into the game, comment your score predictions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.